You know what? I think in my mind, I always think of the payment. I feel like the payment doesn't go away, and I'm just learning now that the principal and the interest. The principal is mandatory, and the interest is compulsory. It's like it doesn't have to be paid if you know how to get around it.
And this is what my Asperger's has done for me.
I love it.
Do you know in 2 years, in 2 years, we would pay this loan down. It would take 24 payments to pay this loan down by $63.57, right? Do you think we could give the bank the $63.57 in month one instead of over 24 months?
I do.
And save over $1,000 in interest and knock off 24 payments we never have to make? Miss Antonia.
So the truth be told, that means I don't really owe 15,000. I owe some other number.
No, truth.
15,000.
No, truth be told.
Interest.
No, they tell you the principal, how much you owe.
Okay.
You owe the principal plus the interest. But if you attack the loan the right way, you can pay off your $15,000. Do you know my niece who graduated from Oakwood, she's coming in to town today. I got to pick her up from the airport. She's a vet now. Okay. And it was 10 years ago she graduated. I said, 10 years already? Lord have mercy. So she's coming in and she has student loans. Okay. And student loans did her entire vet school on student loans. Do you know she's on this program? She's going to be paying it off years sooner because of this program. Yeah. The average person will pay off all of their student loans in 5 to 7 years on average.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Instead of 30 years to never. I've met some people who've graduated from Oakwood years ago who received an income-based payment, and they faithfully made that payment every year for the last 30 years. And they owe more now than they did when they graduated. Do you know why?
Because of that interest.
Yes, because of the interest. They had an income-based payment, which was less than the interest owed that month. And any month you don't pay all of the interest, it becomes capitalized, meaning that interest that went unpaid becomes part of the new principal, and you start paying interest on your interest. That's how unfair this is.
Okay.
But now that we can know, see, this is why we exist. We exist for people to come in and ask questions like this so that we can give them the information so that it can be played over and over and over again so that they can get it. And not only that, but we help people to pay off their student loans, their mortgages, their credit cards, and their cars, everything in an average of 7 to 9 years, and learn how to use the bank's money efficiently. I love borrowing money because I use the P.I.L.L method as a big old discount card or a coupon, 75% off on your money.
So this strategy is over the years is going to see dividends, not necessarily from month to month. So you may pay a little bit more monthly because you're trying to get the numbers down, but it takes you further down that amortization chart.
That's a very good question. Let's stop it right there. A lot of months, you're just going to make your minimum payment. So here's how this looks. I'm going to try to describe it to you. First of all, in our program, we're going to plug into the system how much money you want to spend on your family each month to create memories. Have some fun. Fun is at the top, not at the bottom. That sounds different from the guy, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So now the fun money is at the top. The next line is your savings money. So we got to put money in savings. Next, make minimum payments on the debt. That's next. And then pay off all of your other bills. Tithe and offering goes in there. Then you've got to do, cell phone, food, clothing, everything else you have to pay for that month. Then any money that's left over goes into a savings account. And when the program reads the right amount of money in the savings account, it's going to ask you to tap that money in the savings account. Pull money from there to attack the loan, not restrict yourself throughout the month.
Okay.
So your monthly stuff, it stays the same. So we're not changing your budget. We're just making sure that we're tracking what you're spending so you can put the rest into a savings account. And every 3 or 4 months or so, depending on who you are. It could be 2 months, it could be 4 months, or anywhere in between. So the program says every few months, we're going to take some money out of savings, put lump sums on this loan, and kill time and tons of interest. Makes it easy. Most of your payments just stay the same every month. And then the program says, oh, this month you're going to make your regular payment plus some of that money from the bank. And then we're going to kill a lot of interest by doing that, and then save a lot of time. And then we start the process all over, building up your stash in the bank again. And every few months, we take big chunks, throw it at the loan, but it doesn't come out of your fund budget. It doesn't come out of living a great lifestyle. Okay. Now, I like beans and rice, but I don't like it every day. All right. Do you have any other questions for me?
No. I mean, I sent you my information, my contact information in the back chat, like you had requested, and I'd love to touch bases. Listen, in my mind, I'm already trying to figure out how to apply this to the mortgage.
Well, listen,
I don't have any credit card debt, but
all right.
This is great. I appreciate all the knowledge you shared with me today.
Well, listen, do you use GPS to get around?
Yeah, I do.
Well, how would you like to have a financial GPS where you don't have to think about it? You just plug in the numbers, and the program tells you, move this much money in this month on this day of the month, apply it to this loan, and we'll figure out how much interest you can save and make sure that mathematically you save the most amount of interest that's possible for you. Therefore, this is how you're going to be out of debt in an average of 7 to 9 years.
I mean, I like that.
Yeah, that's what we do. So we have such a program. And if you want to know more about that, for everybody who's listening that wants to know more, click on that button at the top, my 10K card. And then you will also know the month, day, and year you can be debt free by clicking on the button that says Get a Savings and Earnings Report. Fill out all the information there, follow the directions, and then someone from my staff will give you a call and then set up a consultation. You'll know the month, day, and year you're going to be debt free and how much interest you're going to save along the way. He saves over $100,000 in interest that they never have to pay. We're going to show you how to take those interest savings and invest it in your own family bank. And a lot of our clients are projected to be millionaires by the time they would have paid off their 30-year loan naturally. Oh my goodness. Millionaire families working a W-2 job because they're not paying all that money to interest. How about that?
Very nice. And is that the whole life insurance angle of being your own bank?
There you go. That's it.
Okay. Good to know.
But Don has some valuable information that can contribute to the quality of a person's life. And it only costs you a few dollars. It's his book. Why not get that?
I'm going to go through the P.I.L. method myself with some of my investment properties. So I'm going to link up with Don, and then I'm going to sit down with him, show him my investment portfolio, and see how I can eliminate interest.